Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Corral.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd down, Corral.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Eagles at 5 and 4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Let's go now. 10 for 11. 10 for 11. Drop 60. Drop 60. Ready.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for Eagles. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tackle 80. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll go option to the short side. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On first down, Hurts. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Play action here, Corral. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Here's Corral on first down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Panthers 9.
5 yards remain on second down. Option play. Here's White.
And some room to maneuver. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control...
Touchdown, Panthers! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A first down throw here for Corral. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, here's Henry. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Oh, a nice
I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with White. Gets past one man.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's White.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Zamir White, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check match, Big Lion.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Check contact, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's taken to the 26. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And Corral will throw it.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
From the gun, Corral.
Throw left side, complete to Cup.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Hargrove. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Corral with it on 1st down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 25. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Corral on 1st down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 1st down, here's White. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Opting to run again here with White. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Inside handoff, Henry trucks over him, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
try to run for the first with Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. Hargrove, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
Looking for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Well, the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the fifth.
Hurts fumbles it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that fumbles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll go option to the short side.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Let's go
line.
now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff to Henry. Taken down at the 42. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you take baseball and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Panthers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Like the